It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Cameras. Fuji X100T, going to be talking about street photography today. And Aker 1080. So I'm not going to be one of those people that goes, the fruity flavors and chocolate aromas and no, it's strong coffee. It smells good. It tastes good. That's about all you're going to get out of me. Street photography. Let's talk about street photography. I by no means call myself a street photographer, but it is something that I absolutely love to do. I love heading to San Francisco early in the morning and, making images of whatever's going on wherever I find it. And it's fun. It's exciting. You never know what you're going to come across. I want to talk about two specific images that I took that I've actually posted recently on Instagram. One is the one that you're going to see here now, and that's of a man walking along a street underneath an awning. And, I stood across the street and waited, for the right person to walk through. And, it's like the whole decisive moment, trying to figure out what was going to look the most interesting and trying to catch him in stride and making that happen in the moment. And, the neat thing about the X100T is that it's an unassuming camera. People don't really look at this and go, oh wow, that's a professional photographer, and why is he pointing that camera at me? It doesn't have a giant lens on it, and it's really easy to be kind of in the background and making images without people realizing what you're doing. So I have a lot of fun with that camera, and when I made this image, it just felt right. I got the bazaar, across the top, the awning, the right in the middle of that frame. He was walking and captured this image, and I really like this image. I like the gray tones. I like just the way it looks in black and white. It just turned out perfect for a street image. Now, is it an amazing image? Probably not, but for me, it was actually something that I was proud of. And then this next image is more of a streetscape. So I was walking across the street on California Street in San Francisco, and there was this amazing view, and I had to time it with the light, and I was standing in the middle of California Street, which was a little nerve-wracking, and basically just pointing and taking a really quick shot. It wasn't something that I spent a lot of time thinking out. I just went ahead and made the image. I just had one click of the shutter, and then went on my way. And when I look back at it, I absolutely love this image. I love the bridge in the far distance. I love the way the street kind of brings your eye all the way down, checking out the buildings along the way until you get to that bridge. Just really worked out as an image. Now, is this street photography? Not really. But I was, on the streets, and I was taking pictures of the streets. But it's not really like daily life unless you consider, the cars, etc., and people walking in the distance. There isn't really like a specific subject other than the city itself. So I had to think about that as well when I was, cropping and making all the adjustments. It was more about almost like a cityscape. It's not, it's like Yosemite Valley, you do a landscape and it's of the broader location, and that's what this was. It's of the broader location, not of a specific story on a particular person. Whereas the other image, is a specific person in an environment, and that was Chinatown, and it really worked. And, that's more street photography. So what I love to do with the Fuji X100T is a combination of both streetscapes and street photography, and I really don't limit myself when I'm cruising around in a city environment. When light strikes and I see something that there's really great contrast and there's a lot going on, there's this image of just a building with windows and another building next to it, and I just really liked the geometric shapes that were made and the different layers of white and gray and black, and just the way it mixed in this image. So I love cityscapes and I love wandering the city, I'm going to go ahead and do a blog post soon about this, where I talk more about my street photography, or street/cityscapes is what I'm going to be labeling it on my website. So I don't really want to limit myself. I'm curious what your thoughts are on street photography and cityscapes and how you shoot, and if you have any questions or anything, just to go ahead and add on. I'd love to hear what you have to say about the topic. So till next time, take care.